I stuck? Help me. Oh. Oh. There you go. Now I can move. Yay. Hello, Ricochet. Yeah, I've had a kidney infection, and it's been painful. It has been very painful, and I've been very feverish the last 2 days. Hence why I didn't stream. I stayed in bed while my cat crawled all over me. So yeah, it was pretty painful, Ricochet. It was pretty painful. It's the second time I've had one, so. And also the antibiotic that they put on me, turns out triggers rheumatoid arthritis flares. I woke up in the middle of the night last night and my elbow was so sore. It took me 15 minutes to move my elbow because it was so swollen it wouldn't move. And then I googled the name of the antibiotic, and apparently it's known for triggering RA. But it's also one of the few antibiotics that treat kidney infection. So I guess that's why they put it on me, even though it's, yeah. So I'm just in lots of pain. I'm in lots of pain. I was gonna drive all the way out to my GP, who like doesn't live anywhere near me because it's my old GP from when I first moved to Melbourne. Because she's really, really good and she gives me painkillers if I ask for them. My mate was like, I'll drive you out there and we can get some painkillers, but I did not get any. So yeah, I'm just gonna ramble. I'm just gonna be a rambling person. My pain's like 70% less than it was yesterday. It's been getting better. I took my third antibiotic today because it's a 1 a day antibiotic, and yeah. Oh, and my babushka, my nana, she got rushed to hospital and no one will tell me anything. They just told me, oh, she had to go to blood hospital. What am I saying? She had to go to hospital because they couldn't stabilize her blood pressure at the nursing home. But then they just didn't tell me anything else. And I've been messaging all day. It's very rude. My family are so rude. It's funny how they can call me when they want to borrow money, but then they don't call me any other time. Anyway. I'm just venting. I'm just having a bit of a vent. I'm against everybody. Did she take her turn? Well, I don't know if her blood pressure was high or low or what the go was, because I literally received no information. Like my dad called me. My dad's pretty good, but he only hears stuff from my mom, who like has histrionic personality disorder. So you'll either get something that's a flat out lie or an exaggeration to the point where it may as well be a lie. Like it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, she's just a mental patient that will turn a bad situation into the worst situation ever with her behavior. Like she goes nuts. My dad will, this was like when I still lived in Sydney, my dad would call me when my mum was like, you know, having a little emotional dysregulation fits. He rang me once and they were in Katoomba because I had to buy a jacket for my sister. And he just walked away from my mum in like the middle of the street and rang me, and he's like, oh, Jesus Christ, your mum's having a wog moment. My dad calls it a wog moment, but I'm like, not all wogs are like that. She's just a mental patient. And yeah, I say that as a wog. I'm allowed to say that. So there you go. Sounds like your aunt. Yeah, every family has a crazy person, except in my mum's family, they're all crazy. They're all crazy. Boop. All right, let's... A wog moment. Get the roses. Yeah. That's what my dad calls it, because he's never seen that type of behavior before. And I'm like, no, that's just called a personality disorder. That's what that is. Just so you know, for the future. I've apparently been doing heaps of funny shit while I've been feverish, apparently. My cat licked me and I licked her back on her head. Because she's been all over me. I guess because like she can smell that I have an infection or something. So she's been all over me. And yeah, I've just been saying weird stuff and doing weird stuff and like singing songs that don't make sense and stuff. But I kind of feel like I do that in my head anyway. It's just now they're coming out of my mouth. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's do the New York Timesy Wimesy. Delta's all alone. We have to keep him company. He's only got 4 cuck chairs in his room and nobody to sit on them. So we have to keep Delta company. Yeah, he's stuck in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do. That's not fair. We have the letter K, we have the letter L, we have the letter I, we have the letter N, the letter A, the letter G, and the letter C. Ooh. Clink. Click. Ooh, 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 ooh. Knack. Knack. Lick. Clinical. 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 Let's get clinical. Clinical. I wanna get clinical. Do 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 do. My big sister has an intellectual disability and she's like obsessed with the movie Grease and also like Olivia Newton-John in general. And a few years ago, Olivia Newton-John died on her birthday. And she was so sad. It was so cute. I used to have to listen to my sister watch Grease like 20 times in a row. And I would hear, like, I would just hear her watching the movie over and over again. And I was like, if I have to hear this one more time. Oh my God. Acing. I am acing this crossword. It's not a crossword, but you know what I mean. Clinking. Oh yeah, I forgot we had INGs. Ooh, we were solid. We had a nice solid bowel movement today. I hope everybody has been eating their fibers and having a delicious bowel. Well, don't eat it actually. Don't eat your poo. That's your... No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad. That's bad. Connections. We're gonna play in the connections. We have box, point, whopper, scratch, snicker, plate, mound, whale, ma. Stare, mammoth, ding, base, colossus, dent, and whisper. You love good fish and chips? Good fish and chips is really good. Okay, so there are 16 words. There are 4 categories. 4 words will be connected to each other. We don't know what they are, so we have to try and figure out how the words might connect to each other. And that's the rules of the game. That is the rules of the game. Ooh. Whopper, Colossus, Mammoth, and Whale. They all mean big, right? Oh, you just wrote that. I hate you. I thought I saw it first. Go away, Hyperbovian. You're always trying to steal everything from me. I'm just joking. I'm not really sad, but I also am a little bit. It's not fair. Behemoth. People don't like it if you call them a behemoth. That's a word to the wise. Don't ever tell someone they're a behemoth. Do you know what I was doing last night? I was watching body cam videos of fat people trying to run from the cops, or fat people trying to like avoid being arrested by the cops, and they had to use like 4 sets of handcuffs. Uh-oh. Snicker, whisper. Stare and point. Those could be things you do to a fat person that's getting arrested. Could that be? I think it could be. What did everybody do today? The last time you spoke to your dad, you called him a corpulent lover. Is this like the we have shitty parents stream? Everybody who has shitty parents, jump on in. But don't you think it's really awful to tell me that my grandmother has been rushed to hospital and then like not tell me anything else about it? Although it could be my mum that's stopping him from telling me, because I haven't spoken to her in like 2.5 years now, I think. And she just always thought that I would always just put up with her. And then I was like, no. You know, the reason why I have to get jaw surgery is because my mum like walloped me in the face so hard as a child. That was the day I almost died, when I was 9 years old. My brothers thought I was gonna die. Ma, ding, scratch, and dent a card. Oh, okay. I've never heard ma used like that. Ma, ding, scratch, and dent. Ooh. Blemish. It's a blemish. Base, mound, plate, and box. Are those like things to do with like models? Like building like little figurines? On a baseball field. Oh well, it was still right, just for the wrong reason. And this is what we do to fat people. Snigger, stare, point, and whisper. Oh, not the nice fat people, only the fat people that are resisting arrest. Rude things to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Meow, 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 meow. Common. Campaign promise. Meanies. Items on a seafood shack menu. What's seafood shack? Fire country. Actor Alejandro. Alejandro? I don't know. Something equus. Mexican beer. Athletic type. Slangily. Slangily. Gorkdat. Great performance. Next to last round. 9-digit ID. Is that your social security number? I'm going to put that. Nine across. Oh, DOS. Common campaign promises. Usually they say something about taxes. What else do they say? They'll make your taxes lower. They'll give you a robot anime wife. They give you a waifu pillow. I don't know. That would probably get someone elected. Next to last round. Got that athletic type. Common campaign promise. I don't know. What do they always say? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody help me. 'Cause I am very dumb. I just don't know how Americans speak. I don't speak American English. I speak Australian English. Lies? Common campaign promise. Sure. We can try that. Meanies. Meanies. Items on a seafood shack menu. What could that be? Athletic type could be lean? Oh, but that's not slang, is it? Oh, I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't know. Because I don't know nothing. Meanies. Items on a seafood shack menu. Abalones? No, that doesn't fit. Next to last round. It could be jock. What are you saying semis to? That sounds rude. Whenever anyone says semi, I only think about partially erect. Partially erect male things. Whenever anyone's like, I got a semi, I'm like, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. It's really bad when you hug your friend hello and then they say that to you. Excuse me, sir. Go sort that problem out for yourself. It's not. Ponyo, ponyo, little fishy in the sea, little tiny fishy, who could she really be? Ponyo, 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 do 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 do. 3D, bravo. Oh, sure, that works. Well. And then I just do it again. One across jobs. Oh. They're stealing our gerbs. Jock. Oh, clams. What are meanies called? Ogres? Ogres? Maybe they're called ogres. Gawked at. Ogled. Oh, we did it! We did it! It doesn't give us music though. I have to do the music myself. Do 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 do. Bam! Thank you. Yes, we did do it. Yes, we are the best. Sorry, I'm making my noises because I don't know. I don't have much self-control today. I'm very tired. Yeah, so I guess maybe we should talk about Charlie Kirk first. I want to say before we get into it, look, whatever you think about Charlie Kirk and his opinions, shooting somebody is a fucked up thing to do, and I think that's something that we need to agree on as a species. You can say whatever you want about his politics and what you thought about him as a person, but yeah, I just want to say that going in. Don't shoot people. It's naughty.
A controversial right-wing influencer is being hailed a martyr by Donald Trump tonight after being shot dead in front of thousands of university students. The victim, Charlie Kirk, he was 31 years old, very young, but he had the ear of the US president and millions of people online.
He spread conservative ideals, expanding the grassroots Make America Great Again movement. The assassination is being condemned by Kirk's supporters as well as his critics, fueling even more disunity in the already divided states of America. Our US correspondent Miley Hogan is at the scene tonight in Utah.
Whoa, did you see what she did there? She said it's not the United States of America, it's the divided states of America. I bet she was super proud of herself when she came up with that. I bet she was super proud of it. You can disagree with someone's opinions while also not harming them. Yeah, 100% Kaza. That's what you should do if you are, you know, an adult who can control your feelings and not be a psycho. And if you can't do that, then maybe go get some medication, go see somebody, you know, because it's not normal to go around shooting people. Oh, hello, Mercurial.
Charlie Kirk doing what he'd done so many times before, speaking with students at an American college.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
A single shot seen from many angles. Kirk hit in the neck. The moment too graphic to show. Oh my God. Go, run. The resulting panic.
G'day, Chong. Yeah, people are saying that his young kids who are both under the age of 4 might have been there, and I really, really hope that they weren't. I really, really hope that his children weren't there because, you were wondering why I haven't streamed? Yeah, I've got a kidney infection. I'm on my 3rd day of antibiotics. I'm still a little bit, like, loopy. Oh, this is what I discovered. What are my antibiotics called again? It starts with a T. Where's my one? Oh, my one is this one. Anyway, I found out it gives you a arthritis flare. There you go. So that's going to be fun. That's fun for me. Last night I woke up in the morning and I couldn't move my elbow and it hurt so bad. It took me like 15 minutes to move my elbow. Apparently today there's been people posting videos of the full scene happening with thumbnails of Call of Duty on Discord. You haven't seen it yourself, but you've seen reports from others. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. It's very, yeah. Look, I don't care what you have to say about the guy. Like, his wife and kids don't deserve to lose their dad. If you want to call him a dickhead, if you want to call him a fuckwit, if you want to call him whatever, like, I'm not, I don't know. The guy's dead, you know, so.
Very real.
As soon as the gun went off, we both hit the floor, started praying, everyone was screaming.
You just see his neck just like open up and there's just like so much blood that just came out. It was horrible.
The 31-year-old carried by his security into a nearby SUV. His death announced by the president 2 hours later, calling Kirk legendary.
Yeah, it sounds like it hit an artery. It sounds like it hit the artery. And with the way people are saying in the footage that the blood was squirting out, there's no way. There was no way he was going to survive. Like, a shot to the jugular. Like, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And, yeah. I don't know, man. You know, I've had a lot of motherfuckers do some pretty horrible things to me, and I've never once thought, hey, I should kill that person. I don't know. It's a very I don't know. The modern political landscape is so scary, right? Because people just, it's so easy to stay within your own echo chambers and not hear other people's opinions and become increasingly more radicalized. And that's why I'm glad, like, I just have a lot of like normal working class friends that I've had since like childhood, because they always just like, you know, can bring you back into the real world and just, you know, normal problems, normal people doing normal things. It's important to, yeah, try and stay grounded. Wow.
This is a dark moment for America.
Trump supporters, Kirk's friends, reacting in real time.
That he's dead. At the age of 31.
Opinionated.
White privilege is a racist myth that is rooted in bigotry, trying to classify people based on their skin color.
Controversial.
He's quick to call me a racist with no evidence, no data.
Powerful in the MAGA movement.
In order to create more conservatives and more people who love the country, you need to have the 3 M's. Young people need to get married, they need to mate, and get a mortgage.
A supporter.
I really don't like that. I would have preferred if he said fuck than mate. I don't know, it just makes it sound like so clinical. Like, ugh. If a really hot guy came up to you and was like, hey, do you want to mate? I'd be like, ooh, no, even if he was like the hottest guy ever. Gross. Don't say that, Charlie.
Of gun rights.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Married with 2 young daughters.
Oh.
Republicans credit.
Yeah, see, look, like, don't be the type of person that sees that little girl calling out to her daddy all excited. That girl obviously loves her daddy so much, running up to him, and you can be like, yeah, I'm glad that guy's dead. It's kind of a fucked up place to be. And if I ever turn into that person, please let me know, because I will need to get some counseling so I can I don't know. Not, yeah, just... Ugh.
Charlie Kirk with delivering the youth vote to Donald Trump, helping his re-election. His Turning Point organisation becoming a key conservative force on American campuses.
He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year. in the most hateful and despicable way possible.
At the crime scene, in one video, something or someone is seen on a nearby roof. 2 people were arrested after the shooting, but later released. Authorities launching a manhunt.
It's a tragic day for our nation. I want to be very clear that this is a political...
What are your suspicions on who the shooter might be, given all the weird political groups that are active in America, and given, you know, online communities that exist? Like, what's your money on who did this? I don't think it was a lone wolf. I think someone trained to do this, or practiced, or, you know, I think it was very, very premeditated.
Assassination.
Not a new event in America. Donald Trump hit by a bullet last year. 2 Democratic lawmakers were shot in Minnesota this year. Kirk's murder exposing America's deep political divide. A tribute on the floor of Congress, overtaken by shouting.
The House will be in order.
President Trump ordered the flag atop the White House to fly at half-mast. A divided nation now fearing what may come next.
US correspondent Miley Hogan is at the scene of the shooting in Utah. Miley, the hunt is still on for the gunman.
And authorities are right now scrambling to find the person or people responsible for this assassination. They have gone door to door at this campus, and still they have very little to go on apart from a network of CCTV. There were just 6 police officers on site at the time of the shooting, plus Kirk's personal security. Now, there are vigils taking place across the country tonight as America again struggles to come to terms with another horrific slaying. The effects of this one we felt for a long time. Ange.
Indeed, Miley Hogan in Utah, thank you.
Has Delta gone to sleep, or is he still awake? Wake up, Delta. It's your nightmare. I'm calling you. Well, let's have a look at Desi Freeman. Apparently we're going to find out what his warrant was for. Apparently we're going to find out what he is accused of. Is accused of. Well, now he's accused of that, plus shooting 2 police officers, killing 2 police officers, so.
The manhunt for Desi Freeman enters day 17. We can reveal the inside story of the historic sexual assault charges that sparked the deadly ambush.
I must know.
My name is Jonica Bray, and I'm a senior reporter for the Daily Mail. For the first time, I can reveal the shocking sexual assault allegations against fugitive gunman Desi Freeman. The disturbing episode involving a young girl is allegedly taken place years ago in the Mount Buffalo area, the same wilderness Desi Freeman is still on the run. It was these historic claims that saw 10
just tell us.
descend on his rural property.
I don't need you to write a poem about it, love. Just fucking tell me what they were coming to charge him with. Oh, here in this backdrop, this luscious vista, Desi Freeman once roamed. But it was the same wilderness where blah blah. No, just fucking tell me, lady.
In Porapunka to execute a search warrant on August the 26th. Unaware, the self-proclaimed sovereign citizen had a 20-man shotgun concealed in his bus. 2 Victoria police officers were shot dead, sparking a manhunt for Freeman.
What was the historical sexual assault charge?
The allegations against him center around a day trip where the self-styled naturist took his children and their friend on a hike to a waterhole behind his property. It was there that the father of 3 stripped naked and swam in front of his sons and the girl. According to friends, Desi believes in living like ancient tribes, living off the land and being nude. Yes, it's wildly inappropriate to do that. Most people would realize that. But Desi did not like to conform to societal expectations.
Yeah, like getting a job. I hate the government. I hate the government. Oh, my disability support pension's late. Put it in, even though he's not disabled. Why is, like, how is he getting money? Ancient tribes, yeah. Look, that's not what I thought it was going to be, but still, that is very weird. If you don't know that it's, like, not in a... That if you don't know that it's, like, inappropriate to show your developed adult body to a child, then I don't know, there is something very wrong with you. Like, gross. Gross.
Traumatized, the youngster later confided in her parents, who confronted Freeman about the situation. He brushed it off as a misunderstanding and was actually annoyed they
Oh, good evening, Farron. Good to see you.
brought it up, the friend said. Later, he even told others the matter had been blown out of proportion, and that's what led the police to Freeman's bus that he's been sharing with his wife Marley and 2 young children. We have got a search warrant right here, one officer was heard saying in the video. Come out and have a look at it. Come out and talk to us, Des. We're not going away. In the clip, Freeman demands...
My dad would have knocked his teeth out. If I came home and told my dad that, he would have gone to his house, knocked on the door, and as soon as the dude answered, he would have gone smack. That's what you get, you freaking pervert. Don't show my daughter your willy ever again.
to know what the warrant is for, and when told it's related to the sexual assault allegation involving the girl, who the police named, Freeman erupted. Oh, for sake, what bull, he screams, branding the police psychopaths and accusing them of terrorizing him. You have been targeting me for 7 years, Freeman claims. Tell your goons to stop breaking the door. This is domestic terrorism. Why did you join the police force? So you can terrorize families? He accused the police of trespassing and committing countless crimes. Given Freeman's...
Well, somebody did the maths on him and his miso and how long the news is saying they've been together and yada, yada, yada. And somebody did the maths. I can't remember exactly, but it looks like she might have been 13 when they started a relationship. Let's see if we can find that. How old was Desi Freeman's wife? They've got a huge age difference anyway. It's a little bit weird. And why is she with him? He's not hot and he's not rich. Like, hey baby, I've got $29,000 a year that I get for doing nothing. Do you want to come live on a bus with me and bear my children? Like, does that sound enticing to you guys? Ugh.
history of hatred for the police, the officers decided to arrive mob-handed with 10, some in uniform and others...
Oh, it's okay, fine. I haven't been streaming because I've had a kidney infection, so I've been in bed. I've been in bed, being in pain, and having fever dreams, and doing all types of things. So, it's okay. It's alright.
In plain clothes as a precaution. What followed was an extended back and forth between Freeman and several officers. Freeman continued to rail against the sexual assault allegation, demanding more details, but police said they did not want to discuss the matter in front of his wife and children. Senior Constable Vadim DeWart Hortart and Detective Neil Thompson died while trying to serve Freeman that warrant. A third officer was seriously injured. Within 30 minutes of arriving, Freeman fled into the bush, which sparked one of the most shocking manhunts in Australian history. Police have searched more than 100 properties in the surrounding region and towns and have received more than 1,000 tips since announcing the $1 million reward for Freeman's capture and return.
Do, 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 do. Investigating you for a crime is hounding you. Yeah, I know. Alright. Random police wanding could soon become a reality on the streets of Melbourne. I hope wanding doesn't mean what I think it means. Uh-oh.
Well, random police wanding, or Jack's Law, could soon become a reality on the streets of Melbourne at long last. It comes as the Victorian Premier attempts to curb vicious knife crime right across the state. For more, we are joined this morning in Melbourne by Natalie Gordon, the sister of knife crime victim Dr. Ash Gordon. Natalie, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for joining us this morning. You have long called for more action, and it's felt like you were just being ignored up until now. Do you have faith in the government implementing Jack's Law, which has been a huge success in Queensland and New South Wales?
No, not really. I feel that she is all talk, no action. She's proven that to us many times now. You know, way back when my brother first died, Jack's Law was talked about. They come down, they met with her and talked about bringing it in, and she ignored it then. My question to her is, why now? Why have we waited so long? Was my brother's life not enough?
You know what, Natalie? It's a fair enough question. And that's the heartbreaking part about all of this. Your beautiful brother lost his life. I can see how much it still hurts you, and it will, you know, forever. We just saw a vigil held for 2 victims of senseless knife crime again this past weekend. 2 boys hacked to death by machetes. It does feel, I mean, I'm from Melbourne. I've spoken to a lot of my friends down.
I really don't want cops coming near me, touching me, putting their wands near me. No. No. I'm just gonna stay home, guys. I'm gonna stay home. It's nice here. It's I got all the things that I need. I got my bed. I got my bathtub. I've got my computer. I've got my cat. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Hello. I don't know. Yeah, I do have. Well, I don't have that much of a fever today. It's come down a lot. But the last 2 nights, the last 2 days have been quite hellish.
There as well. It just feels as though Jacinta Allen is completely ignoring them. It's just preoccupied with other politics.
Absolutely. She will tell us what we want to hear in the interim, but the actions never speak. She is just burying her head in the sand when it comes to this. I mean, as you just said, 2 more boys senselessly lost their lives on the weekend. Horrific. Why do we continue to wait? Taxpayers are forking out millions of dollars for these donation bins. At the end of the day, people...
So they can just... Is this so they can just stop and search you without probable cause? Because, like, I'm not freaking carrying a fucking steak knife to fucking... I don't want it. I hate it when cops talk to me. It stresses me out. It stresses me the fuck out. They stress me out. I don't like them.
Carrying these knives and weapons are criminals. They're not honest people. They're not going to donate to a donation bin on an honesty system. It was a ridiculous effort and just an absolute waste of money when you could do real things.
No reasonable person could have prevented those boys being killed. Yeah, and also they had a machete. Machetes aren't something that you just conceal in your fucking pants. Like, I'm sorry that her brother died or whatever, but, like, I think this is, like, massive overreach. I get it if, like, you're going into a sporting event or you're going to something like that and they check you for weapons. But, if I'm just walking around Melbourne, like, looking at things, buying things, having lunch, like, I really don't want to be, I just want to avoid as many interactions with the cops as I can. You're pretty sure the MCG already has metal detectors? Yeah, I think last time I went there I had to put my handbag through the thingy.
Your actions, stopping them in the streets, in their tracks, wanding them, saying, yep, you've got a knife, let's take that and we're going to take you in and you're going to get a real punishment for that.
It's interesting because, Natalie, the Premier says she's focused on getting to the root cause of the attacks we're seeing, right? So the reason that perhaps some of these youth offenders are getting involved in this kind of crime. But I was listening to Jackie Falgate on 3AW yesterday. She was talking to some residents who are getting their spearfishing licence so they can buy spear guns to protect themselves. Others have chainsaws. I mean, to me, that is outrageous. In a country like Australia, where everyone should feel safe, that the fear is so real. This is the extent people are going to protect themselves because they don't have faith that anyone else will.
And rightly so. I mean, honestly, it is so.
And I think this is also the Americanization of our culture, right? Because kids spend all day on social media and they've been programmed to like be super materialistic, this hyper like consumerist American culture, like flexing on people. Oh, I need to buy a Rolex, I need to buy Gucci. And then somebody offers you, you know, 40 grand to go to this location, or shows you a photo of someone and says, hey, stab this person. Because apparently a lot of these young offenders are guns for hire, essentially, right? Like, we didn't have that when I was a kid, right? Maybe you would get bullied if, like, your shoes weren't brand name. Like, I never had Nike, I never had Adidas because my parents couldn't afford it, and I used to get, like, made fun of for, like, my Kmart shoes or whatever, but that's like a whole... The kids these days, with what they expect to buy, their parents to buy them, like, I was watching all these videos of, like, girls under 10 in America, and they have a $400 skincare routine, and they're using retinols when like they're babies, so they're going to ruin their skin, and they're spending a lot of money to do it. But it's just insane, right? Because they spend all day on the internet and they see grown women skincare and they're like, oh, I want that, I need this brand, I need that brand. And the way that kids talk to adults these days is insane. Absolutely. I know everyone says it about every other generation, but I think it's at Generation Alpha, I think those, and Generation Z, I think just like, I've never been ill-mannered to adults in my life, ever. And it's just, it shocks me how comfortable kids feel being rude to like their teachers, to, you know, people that work in shops, all of these things. And parents just seem to throw money at their kids rather than, like, I don't know, actually spending time with them.
So scary. I'm not actually directly in Melbourne, I'm in regional Victoria, and even here I am scared for myself, my children. You know, going to bed at night, you don't feel safe, and we should. And unfortunately, the police, their hands are tied too. So taking safety into our own hands may be the only way, because Jacinta Allen clearly is not listening. She still refuses to meet with my family.
Wow, really? You still haven't had a face-to-face with her?
Spoken. Never. She will never ever respond to us, nothing. She needs to listen to real victims.
What would you say to her if you could, Natalie?
Give up your job. Let someone who's actually going to take...
Do you think maybe this lady might have, and I know she's a victim, I know her brother was a victim of a very serious crime, and my heart goes out, but she does seem very entitled. She does seem incredibly entitled, and I bet when she's asking for meetings with Jacinta Allen, she's not doing it in a polite manner. Like, I understand that she's mad, but politicians, they don't want to deal with that. They don't. The Queensland Liberal Party made her into a wedge victim. Well, she definitely seems to be very partisan in her politics. That's how it comes across to me. I don't know. I wouldn't want to deal with this lady. I wouldn't want to deal with her. Hello, Omar. Good to see you. I mean, yeah, I do feel sorry for her, but I don't know. She's not very sympathetic, right? It's not, she doesn't really, you know, engender warm feelings.
Action, do the job that you can't do, clearly, because you are not protecting Victoria.
You know, it breaks my heart every time we have to get you on to talk about this because I know how much it hurts, but I know how strong you are and I know how much you would like to see change in the name of your brother. And It's so heartbreaking every day to see it just in vain at the moment. So let's hope that she's watching, she's listening, and that she finally hears the calls being made by people like you who have felt this right here. You have felt this. Yeah. Natalie, thank you, as always.
The Jack Law idea is to deploy police to search the public with no probable cause. Well, yeah, it's a violation of our civil liberties. I'm allowed to go out in public and go about my day, do whatever I want to. I have trauma from, you know, people touching me. I have trauma from like being assaulted. I don't want somebody in my personal space. Number one, I find it very traumatic when I speak to the police in a non-professional context because I have been the victim of a very, very violent crime in my life. And I've also been assaulted by New South Wales police twice, you know, in my late teens, and it was very traumatizing also. And I just don't like it. I just don't. And I get very anxious, and it can, you know, it's just, and they always say to me, why are you so nervous? Why are you so nervous? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I have post-traumatic stress disorder diagnosed by 2 separate psychiatrists. Did you ever think of that, dickhead? Like, I talk to the police in like a very respectful way. I wouldn't obviously talk to them like that, but they can tell, you know, that my speech is pressured and I'm having a hard time. And yet, look, I'm sorry that your brother died. That's heaps sad. It really is. But, yeah, this is not an excuse for the police to feel me up because they, you know, because they feel like it. Oh no, it's raining in Sydney, everybody. Not again.
Extraordinary images tonight as Sydney copped its biggest September rainfall in almost 2 centuries.
There was flash flooding right across the city and 2 women were injured when their roof gave way at Leppington.
It was, in every way, a flood emergency. From up high to down low.
I don't think I've ever seen it like that.
There was a lot of that.
Oh my God.
And a lot of that too.
Oh my God.
But seeing was believing. From a town hall waterfall to a river at the rocks. Entire streets under.
Someone's bins flying down the road.
Here it comes now.
The bins are travelling down the river.
In a Wednesday night wipeout.
Oh,
Facebook was flooded too, from pubs with sodden pokies
I don't know, get bucket.
to homeowners who'd gambled poorly on Mother Nature's force. But they were the lucky ones. At Leppington, 2 women injured after their whole roof collapsed. It was...
I used to go to, there used to be markets at Leppington, and I used to go there with my dad when I was a kid. Not the pokey machines. Yeah, anything but the pokies. Do you know what? I'm surprised. I can imagine the pokey room fully filling up with water and, you know, some pensioners going down with the pokey machines like on the Titanic. They're just still smoking their ciggies as the room fills with water, because that's how addicted some of those people are to the pokies.
a floodgate frenzy that was at times titanic.
Oh, she made the joke.
This from the Bondi bus, where the waves wouldn't wait. The same on the trams, with water underfoot as Sydney struggled to stay afloat.
Surrey Hills underwater, folks.
And drivers struggled to stay in lane.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn left.
Some better than others.
Ooh.
It was Sydney as we've rarely seen her. 122 millimetres of rain in 24 hours. We've not seen anything like it in 150 years.
Wow.
How unusual it is to get that much rain at this time of year, because typically September is one of the driest months of the year.
Wild in Sydney, but even wilder out west. On the state's southwest slopes, Hollywood came to town, a blockbuster tornado that blew them away.
Most people who live over inland New South Wales will go their whole life and not ever see a tornado. It was clear from the video just how powerful those weather systems are.
Near Newcastle, there was hail in a springtime weather bomb that touched most of the state. From the SES, 700 jobs in all, including this one at Peakhurst this morning, a fallen tree which smashed a power line and burst a main.
40 to 50 houses are without water.
That on a day when Sydney was swamped. From Liverpool to Leppington, Manly to Moore Park, leaving travellers at the airport stranded and delayed, and leaving fish out of water in this catch of the...
Well, if I do have to leave because of my babushka, I'll have to go to the New South Wales North Coast. Actually, I just remembered she's not near Sydney anymore. I have to go all the way to the tippy top of New South Wales. But it's okay, guys. I'll never go to Queensland. I will never go there. Never ever. Please.
And what a difference 24 hours makes. The rain has finally eased, but dangerous surf warnings remain in place across Sydney's beaches. The worst, though, is over, and the good news is there's more sunshine on the way. Amber will have your full weather forecast a little later.
Sounds good, Amy Clements-Akuji. Thank you.
Just come to Adelaide. My nan's not in Adelaide. My nanny's not in Adelaide, and I have zero reason to go to Adelaide. Oh, actually, one of my childhood friends lives in Adelaide. I don't know much about it, to be honest. It's worsened by knowing the company behind the pokey machines. Ooh, do you have any goss? Do you have any pokey machine gossip? Inside the poor punker police shooting. I think we've already seen this, but we might not have. I don't know. My brain is boiling.
For the first time tonight, we can show you the haunting images taken just moments before a deadly confrontation between police and wanted fugitive Desi Freeman. The pictures are shedding new light on how the tragedy unfolded as the parents of one of the slain officers made a powerful journey to Porpunka.
From the far side of the world to a town they'd never heard of. Carolina Devar and Alay Ottar touched down in Porpunka, parents on a heartbreaking pilgrimage.
And the purpose of that was to really share with them the effort that's going into locating this wanted fugitive Desmond Freeman. 16
days ago, they were at home in Belgium when the phone rang and their world collapsed. Their son, Vadim, had been killed.
Honestly, the Desi Freeman charges weren't as what I thought they were going to be. But it just goes to show you what a sicko he is, that he wanted to, like, get his doodle out in front of, like, a young girl. You don't do that. It's not, oh, he doesn't play by society's rules. Like, there's no society where that is, like, socially acceptable. There's just not a society where that is okay. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway.
Killed, along with Neil Thompson, in a confrontation with Desi Freeman. Today, they came to thank the officers hunting for the killer.
I can say it was very emotional.
Is there a translate button? Looks Chinese font on YouTube. Oh, is my stream on YouTube in Chinese? Is that what you're saying? Because that's a bit worrying. Let me have a look. That's not how you do it. I don't know how to use my brain. A user has a Chinese name. I did see someone write something in Japanese. I did see someone write something in hiragana, but I didn't know what it was. Hang on, because I don't remember what all the sounds are. Oh, one of those is knee. One of those is knee. And I think that one's tet. I think the one at the end is tet. But yeah, I did see someone writing Japanese. I just don't know what they said. So that's okay. I think a lot of Japanese people just like VTubers. Maybe they just want to listen, even if they don't know what's going on. Sometimes you see him, but you just ignore. Yeah, that's like, well, they're welcome to talk to us if they want to use Google Translate. Like, that's fine. But as it stands, like, I can't speak Japanese. I'm learning Korean, not Japanese. So that was a choice I made, and I stand by it. But yeah, they're fine. He sometimes also hops on Twitch. Oh, well, I mean, that's nice. That's nice that they're watching. I wish. Oh, they said hello from Nihon. I forgot how to say anything in Japanese. Konnichiwa. From Australia. I don't know. Konbanwa? Konbanwa. I just said konnichiwa. That was my go-to. But yeah, look, that's cute. Panda to imasu. Konbanwa. Panda to imasu. Is that right? Am I doing it right? I'm trying my best. But yeah, they're welcome to hang out. Close enough? What was wrong with it? I read it how you wrote it. Did I do it wrong? Well, that's rude. I think I did a good job. I'm not listening to you. You're not my dad. Don't tell me what to do.
Now, images taken in the moments before that fatal shooting have shed new light on how it happened. 10 officers came wearing bulletproof vests, some in plain clothes. They had a warrant for Desi Freeman, who'd locked himself inside his caravan home. The video was taken by Desi's teenage son.
We've got a search warrant right here. Come out and have a look at it. Come out and talk to us, Des. We're not going away.
The suspect's wife pleaded with police not to come in.
Can you please not barge?
Japanese has the case where pitch actually can change words slightly. Yeah, a lot of Asian languages have that. I only really have my ear trained to Korean because I've been learning Korean for like two years now. I did do Japanese in year 8 at high school because it was compulsory, and we only had one language at my school to learn because it was a Povu school, but apparently all the Japanese that I learnt was wrong. I don't even think my Japanese teacher could speak Japanese. And she just made us watch The Karate Kid almost every lesson. And also I spent a lot of time in the hallway because she used to send me out into the hallway because I talked too much in class. But it was really boring. It was so boring.
Jin?
We have a search warrant.
I have a kid, please.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
The back and forth went on for more than 20 minutes.
We're just trying to...
Oh, they're going to show the footage of when the police say, "You're under arrest." And he goes, "No, you're under arrest." And then he runs away like a little girl. Like a little baby.
Do our job, Des. Come out and talk to us and we won't have to break in.
What's the search warrant for?
The warrant was over an alleged sexual assault of a young girl.
Did you join the police force to be Nazi thugs? You're just going to kill me.
We're not going to kill you.
Eventually, police used a crowbar to pry open the caravan door and enter the bus. This is the moment they went in. On Saturday, police issued $1 million award for the capture of Desi Freeman. Since then,
we've had nearly 200 pieces of information provided to Victoria Police.
So far, none giving the victims' families the answers they need. Sarah Jones, 7 News.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys, the aliens are coming. The aliens are here. The aliens are amongst us. Uh-oh. New video shows a missile strike at apparent UFO near Yemen. And why did we shoot it? Don't shoot them. Don't make them mad. They have bigger guns, better guns than us. They don't even have guns. They just kill you with their mind. They just go plop, and then your head goes plop, and then you die. And is that what you want to happen to you? No, I don't think so. So why don't you think about that next time? Probably US Air Force. I don't know, but sort it out.
Described as a constitutional crisis, a US government cover-up where even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis for decades. But the growing evidence that UFOs exist is becoming hard to ignore.
30. Is she one of the aliens, or did her surgeon or did her injector just get a little bit overzealous? I shouldn't say that. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, lady. I'm sure, I don't know. ET phone home.
4. Senior military, government and intelligence officials have now broken their silence on what...
Mercurial wants to get anal probed by the aliens. Uh-oh. Hello, APC. Bernadette. How am I today? I have a kidney infection. This is day 3 of my kidney infection, although I am getting better. This is my 3rd day of antibiotics, and the pain has come down a lot, and the fever has come down a lot. But,
they've seen in our skies, and America's Congress is listening.
I don't think that aliens use lube, Mercurial. I don't think they use lube. It looked like the missile didn't explode when it hit the aliens. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Today, I want to state clearly that this is not science fiction or creating speculation. This is about national security, government accountability, and the American...
Why can't my name be Mrs. Luna? I want to be the moon. I am the moon. What do I think about the Charlie Kirk assassination? I think that shooting people for having different political opinions to you is awful. I think it's disgusting. Look, I don't agree with a lot of Charlie Kirk's opinions, but he at least seemed to be like trying to engage people in discourse. Whether or not I agree with anything that he said, probably not. He has 2 young kids under the age of 4, and that is so heartbreaking for those little kids to grow up without their dad. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to like harp on about his politics or whatever. Like, everybody knows where I stand politically. We probably weren't going to be mates, you know?
People's right to the truth.
That truth remains hidden, classified and silenced by fear, retaliation, stigma, and confusion.
Democracy depends on transparency, and transparency often relies on the courage of individuals willing to risk their careers, reputations, and in some cases, their personal safety to tell the truth.
Today, military, government, and intelligence.
I think the aliens have been here for, I think the world governments have been having communications with the aliens forever. Not forever, but probably for an extended period of time, and we're only just finding out now because there's going to be some type of disclosure. It would be so weird if aliens are the one thing that like unify humanity. We're all like, oh shit, there's these freaking scary monsters floating around space. Like, maybe we should all be friends and stop killing each other. Although, it's probably too hopeful. I would be so scared if I saw a fucking alien. I would die.
Officials took that risk.
The truth, the whole truth, and the nothing but the truth.
In momentous testimony before US Congress.
The narrative has changed. It would be much better if you pulled up in Winnebagos and were wearing hats.
Under oath and under pressure.
Being here today, if I say the wrong word, technically I can be charged with espionage. Espionage is a death penalty.
As the leaders of the free world investigate encounters out of this world.
What do we know? What don't we know? And why in a free society are we being told so little?
a bipartisan congressional hearing into UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, the new government name.
Man, I feel like I could work in graphic design at Channel 10. Look at this. It looks like somebody's school project. Are they using OBS?
For UFOs.
And while some people think of flying saucers when they hear these terms, it is vital that we focus on the real-world impact of UAPs on critical infrastructure, civilian safety, and national security.
There was plenty of evidence to scrutinize.
I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
A congressman publicly releasing defense footage he claims shows a
Whoa.
US military drone firing a Hellfire missile at a high-speed orb off the coast of Yemen.
That's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off.
Hitting the object, but somehow not destroying it.
And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken.
It must be, the UFO must be made out of the same stuff that the 9/11 hijackers' passports were made out of. Remember when, like, the whole building collapsed on top of them and everything, and the, people's bodies were completely, like, pounded into dust. But those passports, they were found completely intact. And I think that's what the aliens have done. I think they've gotten a hold of these indestructible passports, and they've constructed a vessel, a UFO, if you will, a aircraft, a spacecraft. And I think that's what they've done.
Taken with it.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Other testimony hit closer to home. A former military police officer detailing an incident at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California.
Home to the National Missile Defense Project.
Witnessed by 5 officers.
Chaos ensued over the radio as the object approached rapidly. I heard my friends screaming, "It's coming right at us, it's coming right for us, and now it's right here." A massive triangular craft, larger than a football field, that hovered silently for about 45 seconds over their entry control point before shooting away at impossible speed.
Intelligence specialist Dylan Borland saw something similar at his base in Langley, Virginia.
I can't tell you if it's active camouflage. I can't tell you if it appeared around the light, but I can tell you that it was a white light and then it was a triangle.
For active Navy officer Alex Wiggins, UAPs looked very different. He testified and provided video of his encounter aboard the USS Jackson.
A self-luminous, tic-tac-shaped object emerged from the ocean before linking up with 3 others.
What if the aliens have been here all along, but they live in, like, the deep ocean? And that's why, like, all these spacecraft seem to come out of the ocean. That's so scary. I thought living near the water was good, but now I think it's bad.
Similar objects. What I observed and what our crew recorded was not consistent with conventional aircraft or drones.
The witnesses high-ranking and high-profile, but it's the audience that's significant. US lawmakers from both sides of the aisle taking the matter seriously, demanding disclosure from their own government.
The government has something and they need to turn it over to us. We pay their dadgum salary.
Maybe the aliens are inside the planet. Yeah, well, lots of people think that the Earth is hollow. A lot of people think that there's, like, entrances to the hollow Earth through the North and South poles, and that there's, like, a secret civilization that lives in the Earth called Agartha. And they're like, you know how they say there's a type of alien that are called the Nords, where they're kind of, like, very tall, very pale, have, like, platinum hair, basically, like, lanky albinos, I think. I think they're basically like lanky albinos, and that's where they're supposed to live, inside the hollow Earth. I don't know if they come from another planet. I watch too many conspiracy theory videos. It melted my brain. You find it weird Kirk's shot was fatal and Trump's shooter missed 3 times? It's pretty wild. Yeah. Well, it does seem like the person that shot Charlie Kirk was, like, a lot more sophisticated. It seems like it was a bit more planned out, and perhaps, like, they actually had a lot of experience with firearms. I don't know. But if they don't find this guy, it's going to be so weird. And it's so weird that they're not scanning, given what happened to Trump, that they're not like scanning peripheral buildings and making sure no one can get up onto rooftops when like political figures are talking. Like, I know Charlie Kirk wasn't a politician, but the reason why they're calling it an assassination is because he had a lot of political influence, right? Like that was his job, essentially, to influence politically. So, yeah.
You pay our salary, and you ought to get more out of us than you do. And that's what disgusts me about this whole thing. I think they're just trying to run the clock out on us.
But for these men, the time has come.
There is something out there, and we...
Honestly, I appreciate whichever government departments are keeping this all segregated, all airlocked from me, compartmentalized. I can't speak English. Anyway, I appreciate the people that are keeping this a secret from me, honestly, because I don't think I'll be able to sleep if I know that there are aliens just up there doing alien things. Like, it's run the clock out on us. Aren't Congress people sworn in for life? I don't believe so. I think they have to be elected each term. I don't know the exact, but I know in Australia, typically for most states, it's 6 years for a senator and 3 years for a member of parliament in the lower house. How did I start streaming USA politics? I don't typically stream domestic US politics. I definitely critique US foreign policy because it affects Australia a lot and it's something that I care about. And I don't really care about being bullied. My own mum bullied me for my entire life. So if you think you can hurt me, guess what? I'm already dead inside. So, you know, it's fine. It's a big universe. Of course, there are aliens doing alien things. Yeah, but I want them to do their alien things out in deep space. I don't want them to do their alien things near me. And I definitely don't want one to come into my room in the middle of the night and like do weird experiments on me. You can only do that if you're a hot guy, okay? And I consent to it. I mean, anal probes could happen more often. Yeah, but the thing is, the aliens aren't nice about it. They don't use anesthetic, apparently. And they don't use lube. They're just gonna, like, shove that thing up you raw. It's gonna freaking hurt. You have a lot of capillaries in your bumhole. You could bleed out. Disgusting behavior, aliens. What if aliens are hot guys? You do raise some interesting questions. You're Australian too, you just can't stand American news shows? Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, like to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of America. I try not to consume much American media. I usually watch like K-dramas and stuff like that. Now I've really stopped watching American movies. Like there's some American music that I listen to. But yeah, I try not to engage in it too much.
We should know as the people what it is.
We stand at a pivotal moment in history. The question is no longer whether these events are real, but whether we have the courage to face them.
I will be RB. And yeah. I'll be back in a few seconds or minutes. I don't know. You'll have to guess. Yeah, it was the orb thingy. That's what we're talking about, Havasad. We're talking about the orb thingy. You love it when they show us UFO in black and white? I don't know, guys. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm very fast. I'm fast as lightning, boy. No, I just had to get up and close the door, so it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. Uh-oh, France has erupted into chaos. They're very good at that. They're very good at that, the French. They're very good at having a bit of violence on the streets. Historically. Does anyone speak croissant froggy language? I don't. It sounds like they're saying one of us, but I don't think that's what they're saying. I think it's something in French, because they're French. Did I see the Victorian government reached a treaty? Yeah, it's literally my next story, Hyperborean. Where'd it go? It was literally my next story. Did I close it accidentally? Yeah, you can see I just searched it. Victorian voice to Parliament. I did just search it and then it went. Hang on, let me find the story I had because I don't want to play Sky News because they're just going to be saying, they're woke. Be quiet. Macron should step down and call an election. Candace Owens thinks that Emmanuel Macron's wife is a man. And even if she's not a man, she was 40 years old in her 40s and he was like 13, 14 when they got like hooked up. Dude, that's enough. That's so scandalous.
In state parliament today, with Victoria becoming the first state to introduce a treaty to Indigenous people. The opposition has rejected the bill, saying it's too similar to The Voice. Brett McLeod has the details.
A familiar welcome.
I'd like to start this morning by acknowledging the traditional owners.
Loaded with far greater meaning as Victoria moves from acknowledgement to a treaty with traditional owners.
Together, Victorians will make history with the signing of the very first treaty in Australia. This moment belongs to all of us.
Its aim is to give First Nations Victorians better outcomes by making consultation mandatory.
Under treaty, government...
Look, honestly, like, for people that don't know, I'm a social worker in the real world. In the real world, I'm a social worker and that's my job. And what we know historically in Australia is when non-Indigenous, non-First Nations people have, you know, tried to come up with policy to improve living conditions and to improve, you know, to close the gap, things like that. These things haven't worked out. No matter how well-intentioned a lot of the policies historically that you know, white Australia has tried to implement have ended up doing a lot of harm. And so I think it's a good thing to have community-led policy, and obviously consultation is so important with policy because like they know what their communities need better than we ever could. Like we're never going to have that. We're never going to have that experience of what it's actually like. So
it must speak with us when making laws, rules or policies about us.
So how will it work? Well, a new authority will be established, Gelunwal, which translates to tip of the spear. It will make the existing First Peoples Assembly, elected by Indigenous Victorians, permanent. It must be consulted on matters specifically directed towards First Peoples. He'll have access to all layers of government, from MPs to Cabinet. The treaty also includes a formal apology in Parliament to the Indigenous community. As well, truth-telling about the harms of our colonial past will be part of the school curriculum from prep to year 10. It'll also have more say on the Indigenous place names on state-owned land.
It's not carte blanche to just go and change names to whatever we might like it to be. It's an enhanced role within that process.
The Greens and minor parties are supporting the treaty legislation, but the opposition says the basic concept has already been rejected by voters.
There's been a vote put to the Victorian people and the vote was no for the voice to Parliament, and this will be effectively...
No, that was the Commonwealth. Look, I don't know if you know this, mister, but you work in state parliament. Look how this works, okay? There is the Commonwealth of Australia, the federal government, okay? That's the federal government, and they're in charge of the nation as a whole. And then there are other duties and other things that the states are responsible for. And you, Victoria, is a state, okay? Victoria is a state and you work in the Victorian government. It's different. There are different elections. That's why sometimes you have to vote twice in the same year, because you might have to vote for who you want to be premier, what party you would like, what party's leader you would like to be the premier, or do you see how like the word premier is different to the word prime minister? No, we voted for the voice to federal parliament, okay? We voted for the voice to federal parliament, and I've had a look at this legislation and it's not exactly the same. You were just hoping that people aren't going to look it up and take your word for it, you little frog. You little froggy man. Why does he look like a frog? Why am I so mean to people's appearances lately? Stop it. Stop it. Stop being mean. They can't help that they look like that.
Stating that.
None of these changes are about taking anything away from anyone. It's simply about improving services, improving the lives for Aboriginal Victorians.
The bill was introduced in Parliament this afternoon. The new body is expected to be operational by the middle of next year. Brett McLeod, 9 News.
Bye, Brett McLeod. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, we were talking about France, weren't we? I get distracted too much. Justice for the frogs, as in the French people, or as in the amphibians? Uh-oh! It's all going down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You were curious and found one example of the votes for the voice by state. Victoria was 45.85%. Yeah, but that was a different piece of legislation. It's not the same piece of legislation. That's why it's completely different. And it's just, yeah. I mean, you could use that as a gauge, but it's apples and oranges. You're comparing two things that aren't the same. There's no common denominator just because they seem similar on the surface. It's not exactly the same. Like if you want to, you know, yeah, you weren't saying the same. You were just curious on the state level results. Yeah, I think New South Wales, the only place they voted no was Western Sydney. I'm not sure. Oh no, that was gay marriage, actually. But again, there was a lot of misinformation in the community about, especially Sky News, kind of trying to say that the voice to Parliament was something that it wasn't. And they incited a lot of fear in the general populace. And then everyone was confused and they didn't know what they were voting for. So, yeah. And a lot of people don't trust mainstream media either. Why you would trust someone from Sky News, I don't know. But People do, and they just get up there and they say whatever they want, and because they're primarily, I think, on YouTube, I don't know, I think boomers, well, not even boomers, like the elderly, like still have their cable TV or whatever, but their Foxtel, is it on Foxtel? I don't even know. You notice that yourself, you were hearing a lot from people you knew. You personally ended up reading a lot of primary sources at the end. Yeah, well, because that's the best way to do it. I don't trust what anyone tells me. Even if I know it's somebody that's not a lie, like even if I know that that person's trustworthy, it still doesn't mean that they haven't been told by some, you know, it still doesn't mean that they haven't been given misinformation by somebody. So yeah, if you can always like read the white paper, read the policy paper yourself, it's always good. The $325,000 bins is the latest one they've wheeled out. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no, Paris is burning! Isn't that a song? Oh no, it's the Wafu bar, not the waifu bar.
Regardez devant, regardez devant.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add. But I guess that was the chaos, guys. I guess that was the chaos. Where's the fire department? I don't know, they're probably scared. I don't know, they're French. Are they having a cigarette break? And a croissant. Delicious. Probably eating a stick of butter somewhere. I don't know, is that what French people do? Probably. Nobody knows. Oh, we're not playing that yet. They have too many minor parties? Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it's a mess. Do we want pie, chips, peas, and gravy with a beer? Or do we want this very burnt sausage roll? It says a few sausage rolls, like party sausage rolls, and they didn't even break them. Well, yeah, I'm glad we have the preferential system of voting, right? Because we hardly ever end up in situations where a government doesn't win government in its own right. I mean, obviously the Liberal parties can't win government in its own right. That's why it formed an official coalition with the National Party. But yeah, I'm really glad that we have our, you know, we have our system of voting. Liberals aren't coming back. I hope they're not. I would really like to see Australia modernise its economy. We're far too reliant on housing prices and our resource sector. I would really like to see us like actually start producing stuff again. I think that's going to be nothing but positive. Do we want to go for the hot dog or pepperoni pizza with a beer? Oh, hang on. I've got my Scrandle setting so you can see it. Can you see it? It comes with a beer. Beer, pizza and beer are a pretty epic combo, and people didn't want it. They wanted the hot dog. What is wrong with people? Do you want a dirty dog, spelt D-A-W-G, just so you know they're gangster. They gangster like that. Dog. Dirty dog. Or do you want Pulled pork cheese fries. I'm gonna go for this. Steak and chips with chimichurri. Or hot dog and chorizo roll. Ooh. I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to decide. Thank you for following Band on Arrival. Uh-oh. Is that foreshadowing? Band on Arrival? We'll see. We'll see. Premium rare Kobe beef. Yes. I don't need to know what the other one is. Pizza slice with a can of beer or double bacon cheeseburger with chips. Steak pie for £3 or salt and pepper chips with steak. Oh, I do love steak pies. I do like. There's a pie face in the suburb where I live now, and I'm like, oh, I think about like getting up in the middle of the night and going there because it's in a servo, and going there and just like getting a steak pie with tomato sauce. Oh my god, would be so good. It would be so good, but this has chips with it. Oh, people still went for the pie. See, I would have chosen the pie, but I thought no one else would. I'm gonna go for tacos. Why wouldn't you choose tacos? What's wrong with you? They're delicious. Takoyaki. Well, I'm gonna fail this, but that's because everyone else's opinions are wrong. I didn't do anything. It was them. 5 out of 10. As good as flipping a coin. Yeah, that's what your mum said to me last night. Be quiet. I don't like you. I don't like you, Scrandle. Basmati rice. Sugar. Basmati rice. Sugar. Milk. Ghee. Green cardamom. Cloves. Saffron. Rose water. Cura water. Pistachios. Almonds. Raisins. Coconut. Food coloring. Silverbark. What are we thinking? I'm thinking this could be Iran because it's got saffron and almonds in it. Should I try Iran? I feel like it could be. Otherwise, I'll try India. Oh, it borders Iran. Wow, that was a good guess. Ooh, what could it be? Could it be a rock? Could it be a rock? Oh, everyone's still talking about the voting system. Guys, we're playing a game. Sorry, I have a fever. Fever Las Vegas. Okay. Well, what countries border around? Oh, what way are we going? Are we going northeast or southeast? Either northeast or southeast. I don't know. Can I move out of the way so you can see? Countries that border Iran. To the east, yeah. Either southeast or northeast. I don't know because the compass always moves around. But maybe the southeast? Afghanistan? It borders Iran and Afghanistan. Is it like Kazakhstan or something? Turkmenistan. called Zada. Pakistan. Rice, milk, sugar, salt, sesame seeds, pine nuts. This dish is a creamy, rich porridge made with a soothing blend of finely ground rice and milk. It is often lightly sweetened and enjoyed for its comforting and nourishing qualities. Traditionally served as a restorative meal, it offers a delicate texture and pleasant subtlety in flavor, making it a favored option for breakfast or the gentle dish of those recovering from illness. Rice, milk, sugar, sesame seeds, pine nuts. Does that feel like it could be Mediterranean? I don't know. Sesame seeds. It could be Asian or it could be Mediterranean. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. This one is hard. Yeah, it could literally be anywhere. Rice, milk, sugar, salt, sesame seeds, pine nuts. The pine nuts are making me think that it's Mediterranean. I don't know. Should I guess? Maybe Lebanon? It's very cold. We're so cold. We're so cold we're dying. Alright. Let's try Japan. Japan is hot. And we want to go west of Japan. Oh, this is Korean. Look at the name. Tarakjuk. This is Korean. I do know the savory Korean I do know the savory Korean porridge, like the abalone one, and the chicken one, and the pumpkin one. Yeah. Ooh, I want this. Sponge cake, meringue, whipped cream, peaches, dulce de leche. Sugar, eggs, flour, vanilla, optional strawberries, and nuts. This is a sponge, right? This is a sponge with cream, so it has to be from the UK, right? It's a sponge cake. It's giving Queen Victoria. It's giving the British Empire. Ice cold. What the heck? Wants us to go west or south? Southwest? I don't know. I can't read this compass. Don't forget to vote yum or yuck. Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me, Hyperbovian. You just always telling me what to do. How dare you? How dare you? If it was France, I think it would show up as borders, because they share a maritime border. They have the channel. The channel. And it wouldn't show up as ice cold. This has to be really far away. Could it be America? United States and United Kingdom are ice. Oh, it's got it's got that dulce de leche, so it's obviously, yeah, South American, because they have that in like Argentina and places like that, right? Yeah, let's try Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. It borders Argentina. Argentina. Nothing can beat a pavlova, really, though. Like, how good is it to have pavlova on Christmas? Don't you wish you could just eat pavlova? Well, I would get so fat. I would get so fat if, like, I could eat pavlova all the time. I just love it. There's nothing better than, like, delicious sweet whipped cream with a little bit of vanilla and some passion fruit pulp and some kiwi fruits and some strawberries. You almost broke your diet. Yeah, it's so good. Why is it so good? Seriously. Could it be Peru? Could it be Brazil? What borders Argentina? I need to study maps more. I used to be so good with where countries were and who they bordered, and now, like, I don't remember anymore. Bolivia? I will try Bolivia. Nope. Bolivia is warm, so we're further away. I'm gonna try Peru. Uruguay! You are gay. Ha 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 ha. Uruguay. That was a joke on The Simpsons, by the way. That was a joke on The Simpsons. Well, this is the lowest score I've ever gotten, so that's good. Oh, we have to play Plate-Off before Hyperbovian gets mad. Lubia Polo. Sure. Cheese? Peru is the only South American country that doesn't border Argentina. Yeah, but Ricochet said Bolivia, and I trust Ricochet. So I did it because Ricochet is a good boy who wouldn't lie to me. So it must have just... Maybe the countries moved when we weren't looking. Bacon martini or this one. Ooh. I'm gonna go for this. Oh. Stinky tofu. Wow, you made it sound so appetizing. Kiwi onion dip or egg waffle. I would go for the onion dip. I love do you remember, if you're Australian, do you remember when mums used to have like get together parties? Usually they would have like Amway or like lingerie parties where like a lady would come around and like sell lingerie, and they would like all giggle and be silly. And your mum used to like just get like a thing of sour cream and a thing of like French onion soup powder and mix them together, and that was like French onion dip, and they all thought it was so good. Seven out of 10. Alright, let's play one world guesser, and then this feverish little girl is gonna go to bed, and hopefully tomorrow I'm a little bit better and a little bit less crazy. We'll see how we go. My brain is cooking, 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 cooking. Ooh. I think we are in the France, maybe. Nope, I think we are in the America, but the street has a French name. Oh, so this could be like Louisiana or Quebec, right? Is that how that works? Because I feel like they have French names still on like some things in Louisiana. Yeah, isn't French Canada just called Quebec? Or is there another one? I don't know. Does this look cold? I think Quebec is cold, but I guess this could be taken in the summer. You think it's Quebec? Where's this church? Hello. I haven't seen any American flags, which makes me think it's not America. Those people sure do like their flags, I gotta say. Where's Delta? He'd know. He would say that it's Wollongong. Delta would say that it's Wollongong. Actually, Delta's in, like, entrance tonight, so I told him he could drive to Wollongong. He's, like, most of the way there. He just has to drive a little bit further. He could live out his lifelong dream. If he would just listen to me, he could do amazing things. Alright, I'm gonna go for Quebec. I don't know where. How big is Canada? I don't know. I think it's pretty big. Oh, Quebec's over here. Wow, Quebec is big. That's a lot of French. This is why I hate it when Canadians are like, oh, you guys are just like us and yada, yada, yada. Like, whenever you meet a Canadian, they try and bond over you. They think that, like, we're the same. Where do we speak French? Nowhere. You're basically just proto-Yanks. Don't compare us. It's racist. It hurts my feelings. $143 kilometers away. Ooh, Coca-Cola. Wherever we are, they got Coca-Colas. Coca-Cola, delicious fizzy drink that rots your teeth. Nobody knows this, but I'm secretly a witch and I use my scrying powers. Do. I get out my crystal and I like dangle it over the map and then I go with my magical powers, and that's how you do it. Don't tell anybody. Last time they tried to burn me, it was very inconvenient. It was a whole thing, you know. The village people, they weren't too happy with me. We're in Peru. We are in Peru. Alright, that's a very big country. Hang on, my phone just made a noise. I have to make sure it's not someone messaging me about my nan. Nope. Nothing important. Just spam mail in the middle of the night, because why not? It's not like I have things going on in my life. Peru. Well, I feel like we're in the mountains, right? This feels like Bolivia, so I'm gonna say maybe it's somewhere near Bolivia. Maybe this is like Titicaca. 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 Lake Titicaca. I wanna go to Lake Titicaca. Why can't I? Why shouldn't I have it? Southern Peru? Let's have a look. Let's bring her up. I'm gonna go like around here. $308 kilometers away. Not too shabby. Oh, if I had zoomed in a bit, I would have been okay, I reckon. Oh well. Chitty chitty bang bang. This looks like the UK, but is it? It just looks kind of gloomy. Okay, we're not in the UK. well. It looks so depressing, like the UK. Looks like this weather is giving me depression. Frisk. Morgenbrad. Dag. Don't call me a dag. I'm very fashionable, I'll have you know. How dare. This looks like a bus stop or something. Can we go over here? Belgium? It could be Belgium. It does have a Germany sounding... a Germanic sounding, places. Can I go up this road so I can read the signs? Yeah. Thank you. Let's see where we are. This looks like a train station, so... will this help us at all? Flodkliken? Vandroop? What is Vandroop? What are you saying? What is this gibberish? Oh, it's Denmark. Is DK Denmark? It's Denmark. It is Denmark. Denmark. We love you. You have an Australian queen. And that is why you are cool. Well, let's go along here. 37.8 kilometers away. 37.8 kilometers away. Most Australians drive further than that for work. Not saying I'm a witch. But, keep it a secret, guys. Very nice. North America somewhere. We're in North America. I like it when you just find the post office and it says what like the town name is and what state it's in. And that's really convenient for me. Where's the post office? I got to post a letter. Did you get my letter? No. And then you stamp on your friend's foot and then you go, that's because I forgot to stamp it. Did you guys ever used to do that when you were like, I don't know, 4 years old? I still do it because I am a child and that is how I wish to behave. I have a new dealer, what? Gotta read some more signs. Notre Dame. Oh, are we back in Quebec? There's lots of like French references. Oh. It says Canada and everything's in French. It's got to be this again, right? It's got to be Quebec again. That's so weird. Yeah, it's the ocean. It might be a lake, though. I'm trying to see. It looks like there's land on the other side. We're just trying to ram into this truck. Let's get up close. Yeah, that looks like a river or a lake or something. It could be the ocean though. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Oh, I feel so nauseous. I think I'm gonna puke soon. I'll try and finish this game and then I've got to take my Udantatron. Oh, I feel awful. I'm gonna go here. That looks too big though. Oh well, it's gonna go here. Yeah, it was a river. I should have gone for the river. I went for the lake. That's okay. Alright. Why do I feel so sick? Yuck. My tummy is so bad. It feels like a gothic horror. A little bit. Christian church. Hello. Hello, lady. Oh, babushka spotted. Babushka freaking spotted. This could be Russia. Why else would a babushka just be walking around? Hmm. Sorry guys, I'm really sick. I'm gonna guess this is Russia and then I'm gonna go because I'm very nauseous and I need to I need to go to bed. I have to take my vomit tablet and go to bed. It's pretty bad and pretty nauseous, so I think this is gonna be Russia. Could be Belarus. It could be Belarus. There's a lot of crops. Could be Ukraine. Let's go here. Can I make it right on the border? Alright, we were fucking wrong. There you go. Okay, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so nauseous. I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time, so I gotta go. But thank you for hanging out. See you next time. Bye.